When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
Aging starts at the cellular level. When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. In the past decade, we have witnessed unparalleled scientific discoveries. During that period, key patented compounds have focused on mitochondrial growth, nerve growth, and rejuvenation. But no one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. We now have the synergistic solution, DNA Force, just one of the key compounds. BioPQQ is backed by major clinical studies and over 175 PubMed-listed published studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? The ultimate value, cutting-edge, trailblazing game changer that also supports the InfoWar. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. DNA Force from InfoWars Life.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Broadcasting worldwide.
Defending the Republic from enemies, foreign and domestic. It's Alex Jones.
Rising up to the challenge of our day with a big steaming cup of fluoride, roach poison. I apologize for what we said earlier. The government loves you. Do whatever they say. And don't listen to Infowars.com. Don't listen to David Knight right now about the open borders, the illegals all being told they can vote everywhere, the Attorney General suing Texas who just wants you to have some form of ID. Do what the government says. They care. Everything's fine. That's why Congress has a 7% approval rating. I think that's wrong. I think those are traitors that don't love Congress. And I think we should worship any government out there. Romans 13, Kim Jong-un should be our president. Of course, I'm being sarcastic. David Knight, in the last 10 minutes, you have the floor. Get into this cornucopia of election fraud news we're already seeing as the Democrats pull out all the stops. Well, I'm nonpartisan. I'm just reporting the facts on that front.
We know, Alex, on issue after issue after issue, we see that it comes back to open borders. Now, Obama said that he wanted to remake our country, to fundamentally transform it. That's the way he's really doing it. You know, back when Clinton was running, they said it's the economy, stupid. Well, it's the border, stupid. We see it on issue after issue, whether it's Ebola, and we can't control our borders with that, whether it's crime, and also now we see with voting. It's going to affect the economy as well. It's that Cloward and Piven effect that's going to be down the road. People aren't feeling that immediately, but right now they can see what's happening, the effect of open borders with Ebola, with crime, and now with voting. But they're fine with that. Remember, it was just last week that Obama said, he's telling people, hey, I'm from Chicago. We vote often or whatever, vote early, vote often, whatever. I mean, Chicago is famous for the corruption. Even going back to the Nixon JFK election, that was very prominent in that election. But they've always had a reputation for corruption. Now we've got the Illinois legislature, and there's a measure before the voters on the ballot in Illinois. This has already passed both houses of the Illinois legislature.
Yeah, this isn't just some quack deal. I mean, this could pass.
Right. This is coming from the legislators wanting this to be affirmed by the voters. It passed the House 109-5. It passed the Senate unanimously. And this is what they're saying.
This is treason.
Yes, this is what they're saying. And when they put this up for the election, the state representatives, the state senators were saying, This is about voter ID. We want to kill voter ID. This is what this is about. But listen to how they unpack it. They say no person will be denied the right to register or vote based on, and they'll have a whole list of things. Here's some of the ones: ethnicity, status as a member of a language minority, or national origin. I mean, why would we?
Unbelievable. It's saying we'll let foreigners vote, or people that are here illegally, or folks that aren't citizens. That is treason.
That's essential.
My God, I mean, if they can do that, they can bring in 10 million people, 20 million, and then break any deadlock vote, take our guns, you name it. That's their plan.
Absolutely. If you want to destroy the country, a country is defined by its borders. If you don't have any borders, you can bring in any voting bloc from any other country and fundamentally transform.
And give them free welfare, pay them off to vote for you.
Exactly.
This is how they're using our system to bring us down. This is outrageous. I mean, I can't believe they're this big of traitors, the Democratic Party, and that people like Boehner are protecting them. It's these neocon, fake conservatives that are just the scum of the earth.
There's been a fight this entire year just to get voter ID. And of course, we're told that it's racist if you act for voter ID. Where do you not have to show any kind of a photo ID? You have to show it if you're cashing a check. Every interaction you have.
And this is to show that you registered and that this is where you live.
Exactly.
And then, of course, I mean, it's ridiculous. And Texas allows 8 forms. You could use anything you want. One of 8.
North Carolina, where I was, they didn't even require any ID, not even non-photo.
And that's why La Raza, which means the race, and in my view is the Hispanic Ku Klux Klan organization, funded by big corporations that want to break the country up and take it over, they published voter guides this week on where to vote when there's no ID.
Absolutely. On the Washington Post, they had it. I tabulated this by percentage. You know, it's only 14% of the states where you have a photo ID is required to vote. Only 14%. And 39%, there's absolutely no identification whatsoever. The rest of them, you can have an ID, but no photo, or they might request an ID, but you don't have to necessarily provide it. So you can just basically walk in North Carolina, you've been able to walk in, give them a name and an address, and they let you vote. You don't have to be that person. And with extended...
Over and over again.
Exactly. With extended voting periods, people can, as they say, vote early, vote often.
And remember Obama saying to all his people, now listen, I don't want you to cheat, but you can vote over and over again. I mean, basically, that was a very creepy statement.
Just this last week, there was a group called the Virginia Voter Alliance. They filed a lawsuit because they found that in just one county, in Frederick County, they found that there were thousands of people who were getting out of jury duty. And of course, they pulled the jury duty roster from the voters registration list. So there was all these people that were on the voter registration list that had been voting. They called them up for jury duty and they said, I'm not a citizen. And it's like, well, what are you doing on the voter registration list? And that's thousands of people in just one Virginia county.
And that's the other issue, is they're above the law with DWIs, they're above the law with crime. The counties and cities, the feds won't take them. They're releasing felons, rapists. This is happening. I'm even amazed at how criminal the Democrats are, because I've never been partisan, but I got to say, the Democrats are crazy.
Yes.
I mean, all over the country, they will target a sheriff, even if they're Democrat, if they call the feds on a rapist who's an illegal. So the feds never come, so the sheriff releases a rapist, they go right back out and kill a little girl. That's a real case. Yeah. Or kill 2 cops like last week. I mean, it's just crazy that the establishment is this nuts.
I was just at a meeting a week and a half ago where the La Raza people were coming after the sheriff here in Travis County, a black Democrat, and they were angry with him. Why? Because he is following the Secure Communities guidelines, which were set up under Bush, also continued on through Obama. But Obama's pushing back on this. Under Secure Communities, whenever they arrest somebody for committing a crime and they believe that they're illegal aliens, they're supposed to give their information to ICE.
That's just standard. I mean, that's not...
Exactly.
It's like if I got arrested for a supposed crime, they would say, you know, U.S. citizen, Texas resident. I mean, they just put your info in.
So you don't have any information.
But if you do that, La Raza goes crazy.
And they were going crazy. It's
a bunch of spoiled illegal aliens on corporate mammary glands just running everything.
This guy is trying to explain to them, here he is, he's a black Democrat, he's trying to explain to them, I'm trying to do my job to get criminals out of the community. And it's like, you're sending back people because they're here, you know, they're undocumented. They don't like to...
Yeah, I mean, you know, all he did was rape somebody or rob a bank, and now you want to send them back. What's your problem?
It's absolutely...
That's what I mean. They're so entitled and over the top. It's like you're only a citizen now if you're an illegal. They've got all the rights
They have more rights. We've had 2 situations in my family. Both I and my son were hit by illegal aliens. Okay, they basically.
That's right. You missed work. You keep getting rammed into.
Yeah, they gave both times. Hit us from the back. Okay, the cops get there and basically say, calm down. He can go. No problem. They don't get a ticket. Now, if you
because cops have told me, cops have said, because the judges say, hey, they're above the law.
Yes.
I had a Travis County prosecutor here a few years ago, came to visit me. In fact, I'm not going to say any names, but they said, no, we're ordered to let them go. We're sick of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the situation I was in, I was stopped at a light, and a guy's in a large truck, and when the light turned green, he just started driving over my car. My son was driving along 30 miles an hour and gets hit broad daylight by somebody, rear-ended by a guy, and he was still going 30 miles an hour, and the guy rear-ended him.
Your son should have laid out on the road, had him run over him to prove he wasn't racist.
It's absolutely
well. They're trying to collapse a failed third world country and a third world failed continent into the U.S. As a political weapon, because the Democrats could just hand out all the money all day. The Republicans want cheap laborers, and the Republican leadership is trying to kill the Tea Party. I mean, this is total treason.
This should be a wake-up call for everybody. If they're going to say that that's the one thing that you don't need any identification for, you know that it's fraudulent. If this thing,
they're catching them in every city.
Yeah.
They're catching them in every county, in every state. Illegals just know how to work the system, and they're just wandering around doing whatever they want.
This voter ID thing is going to have legs even after the election. Of course, a lot of stuff is being hidden from us until after the election. We can't
Ebola, you name it.
Yeah, we can't know what the Obamacare rate increases are going to be until after the election. And of course, in many of these places where they have had court battles and they're going back and forth, in North Carolina, the Republicans tried to get voter ID put on the ballot. Then it got challenged. It got taken off. Then on appeal, it got put back on. Same thing here in Texas. So this is going to go back and forth, back and forth. It could have an effect on the election after the election.
Oh, I agree. This is the North American Union. This is global governance.
Yes.
This is what they've done in Europe.
Yes.
This is absolute treason. It's a welfare state that can bring in groups that'll be compliant, client voters. Nothing against these people, but man, the arrogance of Austin cops have told me, it's been all over the news worldwide, not just here, the illegals are above the law because they incentivize them. Banks give them bank accounts with no ID, or they can have all the fake IDs they want. The guy that killed the 2 cops in California last week had multiple IDs. Yeah. He'd been arrested over and over again.
He'd been sent out over and over again.
Been deported.
Exactly, under the secure communities. But, Alex, it is something that is above Obama. It is much broader than that. As you mentioned, this is the North American Union.
You're right. A repudiation of Obama is only a repudiation of their front.
That's
David
right.
Knight, you'll be covering this all in detail tomorrow with me on the syndicated weekday radio show, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we've got extended coverage in InfoWars Nightly News for like 10 hours election night. Infowars.com for links, the free feeds, everything. Be safe, folks. God bless you all. Until next time.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic Super Male Vitality formula. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose.
I jump out of bed ready to fight these criminals every day. I look forward to waking up and taking my Super Male Vitality.
Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality and other powerful products from InfoWars Life. InfoWarsLife.com. Check it out today. I have set out to bring you the most hardcore, cutting-edge supplements and nutraceuticals, bar none. And that's what you'll find at InfoWarsLife.com. We have rejected literally hundreds of products from the InfoWars Life line because they are not of the very highest quality, or because they're not 100% organic, or because they don't pass all of the strictest toxicology tests there are that we have listed at InfoWarsLife.com. Whether it's Survival Shield Nascent Iodine or DNA Force, Super Male Vitality, Super Female Vitality, Lung Cleanse, Fluoride Shield, Oxy Powder. I believe that all of these products will blow you away like they've done the thousands of other customers that have visited InfoWarsLife.com and believed in us and tried the products. Folks, check out InfoWarsLife.com today and the entire line of groundbreaking, cutting-edge, hardcore products.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.